Yes, I'd say the one thing that is making a difference at the moment is how much you're exposed to more kind of everyday mid-scale travel than luxury travel. Mid-scale travel is definitely outperforming luxury travel. And that I think is really for a couple of reasons. Firstly, a lot more of the mid-scale travel is potentially more domestic than it is international. And the domestic travel is higher because people are less worried about, coming into contact with people with the virus. But also quite a bit of luxury travel tends to be large-scale conferences and events that get held at those big conference centres. And obviously a lot of that has been replaced by virtual meetings and may continue to be replaced by virtual meetings long term.
How do you come to the conclusion about what is the right multiple to use with a business like this, Monique, at the moment, given how unique the circumstances are around COVID-19? Is there anything else over the last 10 years that we can compare this to try and come up with a reasonable valuation?
Yeah, so difficult, and the range of expectations varies so widely. I guess there's a couple of things you need to consider when you're thinking about the valuation. One is, what is realistic to expect in terms of the pace of the recovery? Because, what is the earnings number you need to be putting a multiple on? And when I look at consensus expectations for 2021 across the hotel space, it seems like they probably do need to come down further, that they haven't yet been cut enough when we look at the pace of recovery we're seeing so far. But the second thing in terms of, where should multiples trade, there are really two schools of thought around this. So one would be, okay, well, let's look back at things like the financial crisis and see what types of multiples these businesses were trading on then, when there was a relatively high level of economic distress, and put it on that. Or you could take a more constructive view and say, okay, well, this is really a health risk. Once we get some form of resolution, either treatments, vaccines, etc., a lot of travel behaviour should go back to normal. And so really, I'm willing to look a couple of years out, so maybe to 2022, when I think there's full recovery, and put it on a normal multiple on that basis.